Hi, my name is Larry Bonyai. This 1964 Fairlane Thunderbolt replica. I found it in a driveway in Dearborn about 20 years ago. No engine, no transmission, no headliner, no hood, and the wiring was all burnt. And I made him an offer, and about a month later he accepted my offer, so I started on it. About 2 years later I had it on the road. I put a 351 Windsor in it, a 4-speed transmission, 4-barrel carburetor. She gets down the road real nice. The cruise means an awful lot to me. I have yet to miss a cruise. We have this spot right here for the last 4 or 5 years, and I'm responsible for the spot. With the help of my brothers and some few friends, we have a very spot here, and we have a number of cars that show up. One thing I added to the car that you wouldn't find in an original Thunderbolt, though, is the console. And I just thought it would be kind of a nice touch, so I managed to get a console at one of the swap meets, and I put it in here, and it seems to fit very well. I put a 4-speed transmission in it, which is something I always wanted. I had a couple of personal touches to the car as well. Originally, these little emblem inserts right here was a plastic insert that had the Ford red, white, blue in there with the little lions, but because it was a Thunderbolt replica, I made a couple of little inserts, one for each side of the car. I called to see if there was a Tasker Ford dealership in Providence, Rhode Island. They're very famous for having some of the very first early Ford drag cars. I talked to the parts man by the name of Glenn and told him I was calling from Michigan, and he was somewhat surprised. I told him what I was looking for, a Tasker Ford emblem. He says, you know, I think I have a couple of those kicking around in the bin, and he sent me a couple of them. Originally from the factory, the car was delivered with a 260 V8, 2-barrel, 3-speed on the column. However, when I got it, like I said, there was no engine or transmission in there, so I thought I'd put something a little bit larger in there. And I put a 351 Windsor out of a 69 Shelby in there with a 4-speed. It's somewhat cramped, and it took us a while to get it in there, but we managed to get it in there with the help of a Kreitz kit to shade the shock towers and exhaust headers. I told my wife that this car doesn't go anywhere, bury me in it. It's a lifetime project. It's just something I've always wanted. As long as I have my faculties, it's my car. I love her. She's terrific.